Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a bit windy today, but these headphones usually work pretty well with the wind. For some reason they block the wind, the microphone blocks the wind. I would like to ask you first and foremost to check your subscription, and if you have the notification bell turn on. Subscription on my channel, there is about 54% of viewers who are not subscribed, which is kind of crazy number. Which means more people are watching who are not subscribed than those who are subscribed. And also one more thing here, this is important for me as a content creator. Some of you don't have YouTube channels, or you may be not so familiar with the rules and regulations. I mean, YouTube does its own thing, plays the games, we know. But the more likes the video has, the more YouTube recommends the video. And especially the topics that I try to bring to you on my channel are the ones that quite often you don't hear about this. Most of the time you don't hear about this on the mainstream media. It would be nice if the videos have more views as well, because more people learn about this, right? Besides, of course, the aspect that it helps me to keep on going and living the life, you know. You gotta eat, you have to take care of yourself. Let's start with what Dmitry Medvedev, who is the Russian Security Council deputy chairman, said yesterday on February 2nd. He actually posted this on social media platform, but before I tell you, just those of you who are interested where I am, Ogród Różany, which means the garden of roses or rose garden. No roses here at this season, of course, but it's beautiful during spring and summer. So, Dmitry Medvedev said this in regards to, it's a bit wet, in regards to the trainings that NATO is having. You remember I was recording a video several days ago about it, the Steadfast Defender 2024. Maybe I put the link down below, so those of you who have not watched that video, I recommend you to do so. And he addressed those exercises that are currently taking place, and he said this, quote, "We do not plan to attack any of the bloc's members." He speaks as Russia, of course, right? "This is clear to all reasonable people in the West. However, if they get carried away playing and, this is the word I don't know, encroach on our country's integrity," my favorite word, integrity, "they will immediately receive an appropriate response. It will mean one thing," Medvedev said, "a big war that NATO won't be able to dodge." So in that scenario of those trainings, they are fighting with anonymous attacker, that I mentioned this a while ago in that video, and they call this anonymous attacker Russia, right? So, I mean, guys, we know what's going on. So I have, maybe we go here, and then we go to what Duda just said yesterday. Our Polish president Andrzej Duda made some statements about if Ukraine can actually get Crimea back. And this has been, maybe let's go here. I just have to flip the page, find a place to sit down. That statement he just made during an interview that he was giving made some Ukrainians upset. Many things make them upset, but that statement from Duda especially, in particular. So what he said, okay, here we go, one sec. So Duda made a statement that has caused a stir in Ukraine. There is a reaction from the embassy already. Ambassador Wasyl Zwarych spoke on this matter. On Friday, that's yesterday, Andrzej Duda, Polish president, gave an interview on Channel Zero, that's the name of the channel, not familiar with, The politician mainly commented on the situation on the Polish political scene, but there was also international themes. At one point, Duda was asked about Crimea. A Polish leader replied that he was not sure if Ukraine would ever regain it. So here are exact words from Duda. I mean, Duda is getting the spine about time, but kind of twisted spine. Today, Russia is pushing to win in Ukraine. I say this: if Russia retains the territories of Ukraine, it will in fact be a victory for Russia, and then the probability of another attack by Russia is very high. At the same time, he stressed the need to continue to support Kiev in the fight. I don't know, this is the word that aggravated Ukrainians. I don't know if Ukraine will regain Crimea, but I believe it will regain Donetsk and Luhansk, Duda said. Okay. He stressed that Crimea is a special place also for historical reasons, because in fact, if we look historically, it was in the hands of Russia for more time, he said. All right. Now we have response from the ambassador of Ukraine, Vasyl Zvarych. Vasyl, there was a children story about Vasyl, I remember. Was it a Russian fairy tale or something like this when I was growing up? Anyway, this name just reminded me of that. He posted this on X, previously known as Twitter. Crimea is Ukraine. It is and it will remain. International law, the basics. Russia's temporary occupation of Crimea is a war crime for which it will be punished. The occupation of Crimea is our shared task and obligation with the free world. We will do it without a doubt. We believe and work together. Since we are on the topic of Ukraine, let's continue with what Ukrainians are asking our new/old Prime Minister Donald Tusk to do. Okay, so this is topic next topic number 3. The Ukrainians, they have sent a letter to Donald Tusk, Polish Prime Minister, and they want urgent changes in Poland. And when I saw this title, I was like, what is happening, everyone? Well, Ukrainians in Poland complain about huge queues, huge lines, when getting a residence card. In addition, they are afraid of the effects of the act, which will again regulate the deadline for granting residence permit. So they might not even get it. You know, I think this is related to being called back to the homeland to fight. Ukrainians who came to Poland after the outbreak of the war with Russia have a simpler procedure for obtaining a residence card for a foreigner. On Friday, February 2nd, yesterday, Rzeczpospolita, you know, the website, the newspaper, Soros Money, Rzeczpospolita reported that the validity of residence permit for Ukrainians who have fled the war has been extended until the end of June this year. Meanwhile, the queue of people waiting for a residence card is huge. Administrative actions in this case can take even more than a year. Yeah, so, you know, if they don't have it, I don't know, if they have it, can they be called back to fight? Leave in the comments down below, please. Please, what do you think? Let's continue. Ukrainian Foundation warns of unpredictable effects. A temporary permit should be issued within 2 months and a permanent residence permit within 6 months from the date of submission of a set of documents. However, these provisions have been suspended by the law that will expire on March 4th. According to the Ukrainian House Foundation, this is the foundation that sent the letter to Duda, if this were to happen, unpredictable effects could occur. The word I always have trouble pronouncing. So they sent the letter to Duda. What could be the unpredictable effect? I would like to know. Yes, I would like to know. And yeah, I also have some update about Polish South Korean deal in regards to, you remember this massive purchase from Korea, the contract that Poland's supposed to have, the military equipment. Will the contract with Poland for 90 billion zloty not go to trash? Because this, as you know, nothing is happening, and it actually looks like it might not happen at all. However, there is a chance that this deal will take place. And 90 billion zloty, I'm not sure if I am calculating this correctly, it's around over $20 billion. So Korea interferes. There is a chance that the Polish arms deal with South Korea that is worth 30 trillion won, man, that's an inflation, huh? Worth 30 trillion won, which is 90 billion zloty, which is over $20 billion, will not end up in the trash. So it might happen. After its founding stalled, the Korean government stepped in. South Korea is emerging as one of Poland's most important allies, at least when it comes to armaments. However, the contract for 90 billion zloty was called into question because the Korean authorities did not adopt a law that would allow it to enter into force, and in April, the Koreans will elect new authorities. If the bill is not adopted before the parliamentary elections, it will be automatically rejected. So, we will know in springtime what's happening with this, because there is a chance, the article is much longer, by the way, you will have the link down below this video in the description box, but there is a chance that they're gonna get this deal. OMG. Yes, now let's walk a little and I will read you 2 comments of the day. Those are the comments from yesterday, from February 2nd, from the video that I posted about Poland will eat bugs, and I got a lot of great comments. So from now on, when you put the comment out, I'm reading every single comment. I just want you to know. So I pay attention to each one of you. And I chosen 2 comments. The first one is from Goran Ikolic, 9862. Goran, if I mispronounce your last name, I am very, very sorry. I think you're from Serbia. If you are, please, if you're watching this video today, please put in the comment again if you are. And you put this comment: it wouldn't surprise me if we soon see the renaming of Starbucks to Schwab Bugs. And we know why, because Klaus Schwab said, "Eat the bugs." So, that's a good comment. The second one I've chosen is from T.I.Freedom5392. It's more informative, and it says, "Thanks, Anya. Canada has a cricket manufacturing plant, Aspire Food Group. Cricket protein has been in our pet food since around 2019. There are snacks on the market too. If anyone doubts it, they can just go to the supermarket." Very proud of Polish farmers and all the blockages happening throughout Europe. Of course, MSM not covering any of them. So, TI Freedom 5392, thank you so much for your comment as well. Thank you everyone for sharing those comments, because yesterday, from your comments, I have learned that the farmers' protests are also taking place in Portugal, which I didn't know. And someone from Austria has commented that nothing is happening to Austria. So you see, we are getting so much information if we just share it among one another. What's going on? So that's all I have for you today, everyone. As always, please check your subscription if you have the notification bell on. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much for hitting that like. You join me on Locals, just in case. If you want to support me, you can do it there as well. It's up to you. You have my mailing list also. You can stay in touch, and if anything happens, follow me on Instagram so you can see my travels and my outfits, you know. and what else? Rumble. And yeah, that's about it. Beautiful day today. Actually feels like spring, even though it's February 3rd. Have a wonderful weekend. I see you in another video. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye everyone.